Welcome to Be Me with Shari Ware, the podcast where each day is a step towards a better you and where we focus on progress, not perfection. Join me as we embark on a journey of self-improvement and wellness, focusing on being just a little better than we were yesterday. Hello and welcome to episode 28 of the Be Me podcast. I'm Shari Ware, I'm your host, and in this episode, we are talking about serotonin. This is part 3 of the Feel Good Hormone series, and we're going to find out everything we need to know to harness serotonin for our best health and wellness. So let's get started. The amazing Dr. Wayne Dyer said that research has shown that a simple act of kindness directed toward another improves the functioning of the immune system and stimulates the production of serotonin in both the recipient of the kindness and the person extending the kindness. Kindness extended, received, or even observed, I added in the even, beneficially impacts the physical health and feelings of everyone involved. And I absolutely love that. And it seems that the act of kindness creates quite a few or increases the production of quite a few hormones in our body. If you caught part 1 of this series, oxytocin, it plays a part in that, and also now serotonin. So, what is serotonin? How does serotonin impact your life, and how can you boost serotonin naturally? These are the 3 questions I like to answer in each of these episodes in the series. So let's get started. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter that helps transmit signals between nerve cells. It's primarily produced in the gut and the brain, and is responsible for regulating mood, appetite, digestion, sleep, memory, and even social behavior. It's often called the happiness hormone because of its significant impact on emotional well-being. So that's what serotonin is. How does serotonin impact our bodies? It stabilises our mood and emotional well-being, and that is its most well-known function. Healthy levels of serotonin help reduce feelings of depression and anxiety, promoting emotional stability and a more positive mindset. When our serotonin levels drop, that's when we have mood swings, that's when we feel irritable, that's when we feel sad. It improves our sleep quality. It is essential. Serotonin is essential for healthy sleep patterns. It helps to regulate the body's internal clock, so your circadian rhythm, and assists in the production of melatonin, which is the hormone that is responsible for sleep, largely responsible for sleep. Proper or good serotonin levels contribute to a restful night's sleep, and sleep is absolutely essential for good mental and physical health. Serotonin supports gut health. Most of the body's serotonin is actually found in the digestive system. I didn't know that. I didn't remember that I knew that, if I did know that, until I was doing research on this topic. It plays a significant role in regulating appetite and digestion. When we have a healthy level of serotonin, it contributes to better gut health, and this has been linked to improved mood and overall well-being as well. It enhances our social behaviour. Serotonin helps to create a feeling of connection and trust in relationships. So not unlike oxytocin. It promotes a sense of belonging, which is key to maintaining strong, healthy social bonds. So now that we know what it does, or the main ways that it impacts us, how can we raise our levels naturally? Number one is getting sunlight. Exposure to sunlight is one of the easiest and most effective ways to boost serotonin levels. Sunlight triggers the brain to release serotonin. So, walking outside, spending time in nature, anything that you can do, gardening, anything that you can do outside, even just sitting outside in the sun in the morning, reading a book, having a cuppa, first thing in the morning, doesn't matter what you're doing as long as it's outside in the sun. There are some foods that boost serotonin naturally, that can increase your serotonin production, I should say. So they are foods that are rich in tryptophan. Tryptophan is an amino acid that the body converts into serotonin, and some of the foods include, again, nuts and seeds. If you caught the last episode on dopamine, nuts and seeds also help to increase dopamine. So you definitely want to be including nuts and seeds in your nutrition plan, because that's going to help with a whole host of things. Eggs, salmon, turkey, there's some examples of things. So, especially eggs, most people have eggs in their nutrition plan somewhere. It can be really easy to just pop those things in there. A particular nut, and this is something that I have every day, pretty much every day, are Brazil nuts. It's 3 Brazil nuts daily to increase your serotonin levels, or to help you with your serotonin levels. And I love Brazil nuts, so it's a win-win. I actually put them on my salad. I chop them up and I put them on my salad, which I generally have a salad at lunch, and I put all those kinds of things, because salad can get a bit boring. I love my salad because I love my leafy greens and all those things. But if salad can get a bit boring for you, then adding things like nuts and seeds and little things like that can really just give it a different, gives it that crunch and a different flavour, and just adds to the experience, I believe. Okay, practicing gratitude. Gratitude has been shown to boost serotonin levels by helping the brain shift focus to positive experiences. So ways that you can practice gratitude is journaling. So you can journal about things that you're grateful for each day. You can just even say what you're grateful for. I've done previous episodes on gratitude and journaling, and if you caught those, you will have seen that I gave you a great tool, the Fab 3 Daily Journal. Fab 3 is a great tool because it incorporates self-love, gratitude, and visualization. So they're great tools that can help you. I'll make sure you have links to whatever you need for these things in the show notes. And last in the list that I'm going to touch on today is mindfulness and meditation. They can enhance your serotonin levels by promoting relaxation and reducing stress. Practicing meditation regularly leads to improved emotional well-being and greater emotional balance. So it just sounds like a whole lot of winning if you include some of these things. So now that we know the answers to all our questions, I will remind you that for this episode, there is a corresponding Be Me Bites edition. Be Me Bites 26, Feel Good Hormone Series Part 3, Serotonin, the Mood Stabiliser for a Happier, Balanced Life. I might not have said it in previously, but it is quite often called the mood stabiliser. There will be things in the written edition that may not have gotten into the podcast, and there's always resources in there. That's what I'll be putting in the show notes. I'll be putting the resource, I'll be putting the link to the corresponding edition, because all of the extra resources that I give you will be in there. So even if you just go check it out for the resources, that's a great next step for you, a next step. So until the next episode, keep taking one step at a time, and I will see you then. Bye. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode. Remember to check out the show notes, and if you have any comments, feedback or suggestions, I'd love to hear them. If you've received value from this podcast, make sure to subscribe, and I'd love you to rate and review the show. Have a fabulous day.